What's up, everybody? How are you all doing? I was watching another snake dive video by Cole Robinson, and I figured, the yo-yo thing is pretty real. I've been a pretty hardcore yo-yo dieter myself. When I look back into my history of losing weight, and I see a pattern emerging, and then that actually is pretty helpful because when you can see that I gained a whole bunch of weight after high school because I went to I had a bad relationship, started eating to kind of compensate for the emotional damage, I guess. And then once I started gaining weight, it actually fucked up my life a lot. This is again personal shit, but I think I might as well share it because probably you guys will probably find this useful if you do watch it. If not, whatever, fuck it. I just got it off my chest. So basically, I right out of high school, I got into a pretty serious relationship that fucked me up pretty good, and I started eating a whole lot because I was working at Starbucks. Can you believe it? Worked at Starbucks and had these frappuccinos and shit, and then that's when my food addiction started because I started, getting a whole bunch of frappuccinos for free, and then the sugar addiction started there, and I started gaining a whole bunch of weight. So I was eating everything. And in fact, after that, I was in college and I was still gaining weight, which didn't help because you have to focus in school and all that stuff, and I wasn't doing good in school at all. And then I signed up for the army, and that was really bad because you're now in the army and you're a fat ass, and that was the worst thing ever. And I had no idea how to lose weight, and I was reading and learning about it, but I had no idea how to lose weight. And I was still training crazy. I was training crazy hours. I did maybe 3-4 hours a day, but I was fat because I was just, I had like the whole calorie surplus thing. I understood it, but then I had food addiction. Like I would eat like a whole week clean, and then I'd go crazy on the weekend. And I thought that'd be okay, but like the whole thing, it just didn't work out. And then it was around, and then after I left the army, because I wasn't doing good in there. And it was such a shame because I loved the military career, and I mean you can see it all over me, and because of weight loss, I lost that career that I loved, and I got to that. Then I actually learned how to get a little more hardcore with my diet. Then I started playing with different calories and just cutting out certain food carbohydrates and keto, and there was one time I was eating 15-20 eggs a day. That worked really well. And then there was another time I just cut calories a little more organized, and that worked really well. And it had very few cheat meals, or the cheat meals were more further apart. So again, I lost a bunch of weight, but it took a long time. And then I would regain it once the diet would fall apart, or again, the life situations would move around. I couldn't keep the consistency, a new job or a new pattern. And the last few years, it's the same thing. After I moved over to Thailand, again, hardcore training throughout this whole period. I've never stopped training. Another career that fucked up was fight game, because in fighting is all about the weight. It's all about how much you weigh. And I was so fed up at one point that I actually even went into the ring, and I was, I think, 240 pounds. And I'm only 5'9", and that was ridiculous. But I didn't care because I was fed up. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go into the ring anyway. And lo and behold, the performance was subpar and it wasn't great, and you just keep going from there. The thing is, I think what's important here is that after that I lost a bunch of weight and then regained it. I think I probably lost and gained weight half a dozen times, maybe even more. The serious losses that I went close to my goal weight, and then I gained back up. Now here, come zoom up to fucking snake diet land, where yo-yos are extremely fucking fast, and if I show you a chart of my weight loss, I was losing this, and then once I discovered and then I had I was on a weight increase. I was starting to increase weight. Then I discovered snake diet last year, I think about 8 months ago. And then it's got it's like a wavy snake downhill. And then this past month, I saw my mom, and then she came over to visit me in Thailand, and we had a whole bunch of traveling, and then I was kind of like, she's like, don't worry about it, you know, there was a lot of family time, and I figured, you know, I might as well have the happy memories and whatnot, and now I'm paying for it. So my weight shot up again, and now I've started fasting and spike right back down. So the kind of like the pendulum swing on the weights is crazy, but I feel good. That's the good part. I feel good, and I feel like I'm under a lot more. I have a lot more control over my weight and how things are going with that. Fortunately, I'm getting pretty old though. Wish I discovered this stuff when I was a bit younger, say when I was 20. But still, it's still a good opportunity. So yeah, yo-yo dieting can be tricky if you have a food addiction, if you have carbs around. So I think the best way to lose weight and keep it off is, of course, fasting. And once you get closer to the leaner rates, be really careful with carbohydrates and use them like really effectively, because the way it plays off on the hormones is it can trigger some like hunger responses, and it can also have this different satiety, like it fills you up in a different way than, say, like, you know, a high protein, like a kind of like keto diet, kind of like that, like a carnivore diet kind of based thing. So be careful with the carbohydrates, I'd say. And this is what the next plan is. So I'm gonna start a new fast again. So like these long ass fasts, man, it's fucking hard. So it's gonna be day 1 today, and I already took some pictures so you guys can look at how quickly your fat ass can again lose the weight. And also I'm gonna be traveling again. We're gonna go see the fights, like I said. It just hits you, because I went on the scale the other day. I was like, holy shit, it's 94 kilos again. Like, fuck, this thing climbs fast. Like, it climbs fast. And I'm like, well, time to fucking stop eating. And it's really simple. I like that part, that it's just like, okay, we got it under control. You know, we gained a whole bunch of weight in a month. We can lose a whole bunch of weight in a couple weeks. Now, that mentality is wrong. But at the end of the day, you know, we had a good time with my family. You know, like, we ate good, we traveled. I wasn't, like, restricted, and I could do whatever I want, but at the same time, like now, like I'm a little bit restricted, but it's normal, you know, it's normal day-to-day life, so I can definitely lose weight, and it won't even be like, I won't miss it. Save some money too while we're at it. So yeah, this is just a word on yo-yo dieting, and I think it's really important to mention that, because it's a terrible pattern to get stuck in. Now I'm talking about major swings, okay? So like I'm not talking about like 5 to 10 kilos like on a month. I'm talking like, let's say like 20, 30 kilos, and then over like a year, like let's say you lose a whole bunch of weight and then you gain it all back and you lose a whole bunch of weight. That routine is pretty destructive, and it's not fun to see. Like a few months ago you were lean, a few months before that you were fat, a few months before that you're lean. It's not cool, because you're like, you kind of like, one of our neighbors here said like, I thought, like, told my girl, she's like, I thought you got a new boyfriend. Who was this slim guy you were hanging out with? You know? And then before that I was obese. She's like, oh, that guy, did you finish up with the fat guy? Or does he travel? Or what happens? Because, you know, she has bad eyesight, but you can see, like, there's a slim figure here and there's a fat figure here. So, overall, you gotta bring I gotta bring the average down and lower and get closer to the lean weight and keep it off. You know, I lost 2 good careers, Army, and I could have been a fighter, more frequent fights, and it's stupid. And I feel like, you know, of course, it's really easy to hate yourself in this period. But the thing is, the only way to truly love yourself is with self-discipline. Because when you put the limitations and not eat, or you put the limitations, you wake up early, or you read the right things, all that stuff, all that discipline stuff, that's because you love yourself. You see your future self and what you want to become, and because you love yourself, you won't let yourself indulge in the wrong ways for too long, or just like, you know, lose track, because that's the only way you're going to become that better version of yourself, by actually putting the boundaries and heading in that direction. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Here's a segment from Cole's Steak Diet Talk from I think a couple of days ago, and it's actually very good because he gets in the nitty gritty. And I know he already has his channel. I figured I'd save this video perhaps for my own later reference, but you guys can check it out too. So, peace.
Basically cancels itself out. Okay, it'll basically cancel out if you dial it in right. That's how you do it. So what you do is if you're a fat fucking pig and you're actually serious, I'm talking real training, not you just going to the gym and fucking around. Those, you don't even need to eat to do that. I'm talking training where you were fucking beat up the next day. Okay? You could literally fucking do like a 3-day-a-week full body routine like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then eat those days. You can have a small pre-workout meal right before the gym, go to the gym, have your little meal, have your main meal after, watch the fucking calorie count, and do that 3 days a week, 4 days of fasting time. You'll lose fucking body fat like a motherfucker, and you'll be strong as an ox when you lose all the weight. Okay, that's for you that are listening that actually plan on training. Not for you fuckers that just want another excuse to eat fucking food. Okay? Because if you're going to the gym and just fucking around, you don't need to eat shit. Okay, I'm talking people that are gonna go to the gym and tear their fucking muscles down and actually fucking train. Okay? If you aren't fucking training, you don't need to eat shit. Most of you aren't in the gym. Most of you fuckers are not in the fucking gym. Okay? Here's a good question. It's kind of advanced for most. So, this view spot asks, curious what your HRV is on your routine. So right now I'm not monitoring it, but I can go by feel, because when you know your body very well, you can tell when the cortisol is cranked and you can tell when you're relaxed, okay? So basically, and you can tell by your recovery. So I know as long as, because some of my exercises I'm doing right now are basically compounds 5x5s, but then I do a bunch of fucking bodybuilding shit after I hit the compounds. So I always use my bench press to show me if I'm making progress. Okay, so I bench press twice a week right now. So as long as I'm making progress on that bench press on my 5x5 and I keep cranking up the weight, I know that I'm fucking recovering. Okay, so if nobody knows what HRV is, it's heart rate variability. So what it means is it has to do with how much time there is between each heartbeat. So a healthier person is going to have more variability between each heartbeat. Like they might have one beat that's like 1.1 seconds apart and then another one that's like 0.94 seconds apart. That's the variability. And what happens when you are stressed and your cortisol's high and you're running on your sympathetic nervous system, so you're all fucking stressed out and shit, or you're like just amped up in the gym, your heart rate variability actually basically drops. So it makes it so there's less variability between each beat. When you're resting and relaxed, that's why I tell people to take the cold fucking showers in the morning. It helps raise your HRV, okay? It's not about heart rate, it's variability. Go look it up and read about it if you're interested in it. Basically, it shows if you're recovering. A lot of people, high-level athletes, will monitor it, and it'll tell them if they should go to the gym the next day or not, because they might be too beat up. But I use things like grip strength. Fucking, you can just feel it when you're recovered, okay? You can feel when you're recovered. If you don't feel recovered, then you're fucking overtrained. Okay, let's see here. Here's a question. Jose D. Zengo fucking, Jesus Christ, I can't even pronounce that. How many grams of lean steak for a 287-pound dude? 3-day-a-week heavy starting strength whole body routine. Okay, here's a good question. So this guy's doing a starting strength, I'm assuming it's a starting strength 5x5 strong lifts routine. That routine, go read about it. That's a simple fucking routine for most people. You learn the compounds, barbell lifts, and you can modify it. You can throw some AMRAPs in there. You can throw some bodybuilding isolated shit in there. So anyway, he's doing 3-day a week. Let's assume it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And let's assume at 287, let's say, I don't know how big he is. Let's say his lean body weight is fucking, I don't know. Let's even say he's fucking just a freak of nature and he would be able to pull off 190 pounds at like fucking 8% body fat. So let's just say on those training days what you would do, because you're coming off a long fast going into that first training day, right? Because you'll be coming off like a fucking 60 hour. So what you can do is you'd have a pre-workout before the workout. After the workout, you'd eat lean. And if you have the fucking discipline, you could eat some carbs, and the protein count I would probably try to hit about fucking 200 grams. Okay? That's assuming you're going to eat carbs. Now, if you want to get more hardcore, you could basically eat more meat. But either way, you want to keep the calories down. Okay? You want to keep the calories down. If we're talking calories on the week, let's say you ate, on those days, let's say you actually ate 3,000 on those days. That gives you 9,000 on the week. That is a massive deficit. And you would still be losing crazy amounts of body fat and making really good gains in the gym. Okay, I'd have to talk to you to get more specific about exactly what you would eat, but that'd be the idea. Pre-workout, train, post-workout, fast the next fucking day, and then same thing, Wednesday you do the same, and so on. One thing what you might do is on Sunday morning, you might eat a fucking low-carb meal, like a zero-carb, just protein. That's assuming how you feel on Sunday, because if you feel too taxed on that Monday workout because you just got through a 60-hour fast, because technically you would have been fasting from Friday to Monday morning, okay, that's a long fast, you might want to eat a small fucking meal on Sunday morning. Now, obviously, you're going to lose weight faster if you don't eat anything, but if you're training hard, the training will cancel out those refeeds, okay? As long as you don't fuck up, and you're fasting all those days I told you to fast, the training, hard enough training, will fucking cancel out your refeeds if your refeeds are fucking smart. And by smart, I'm talking lean fucking refeeds. No extra fat. You don't need it, okay? You don't need it. Like if you had a couple raw eggs or something, and maybe a little bit of fucking oranges before the gym, like I'm not gonna bust your ass on the egg yolks, but that after workout meal should be fucking lean. I'm talking rice and hamburger, fucking lean burger, rice and steak, okay? Rice and chicken. With chicken, I would still keep the fucking skin and I'd eat the cartilage. I'd never go with chicken breast. There's just not enough nutrition there, I don't feel. Okay? If I was trying to get right shredded, like down to the nitty gritty, I might fucking actually eat chicken breast if I had to do it for only a couple of weeks. And that's the same as the tuna, right? And that's the routine. Hopefully everybody just listened to that. I just fucking basically said a routine that would work for anybody that's going to do a starting strength 5x5 3-day-a-week routine. It's fucking perfect. And then on those training, and then on that fucking rest day, you can still go in and do a little bit of cardio just to fucking keep burning some body fat. Okay, just to keep your metabolism going on that rest day. Just don't overdo it. All right? All right, let's see here. Here's a good question. Wyatt Semanuk asks, is there a level of autophagy while drinking the snake juice? I know about the benefits of the dry fast. So this is a good question. Came up last night at our community talk. Okay? You're always going to have more of an autophagy effect when you can keep everything out of your system. So the fucking highest level of autophagy where your body starts to scrub all the shit out of your body is going to be when you dry fast. As far as I'm concerned, pure fasting, dry fasting is the only pure form of it. Period. Everything else, your body is still using some energy to process. Okay? Like the snake juice and just plain water fasting is fucking trash. Okay? So snake juice, basically plain water and snake juice, don't fucking plain water fast. It's fucking stupid, completely unnecessary. But those two still take energy to put the water through your system. You're still going to be using some energy. Okay? And in the form of even cooling down or warming up the water, if it's cold water even. Okay? Your body will actually burn some fucking calories drinking cold water. Okay? So the highest form of autophagy is going to be dry fasting, but it depends what your issue is. Unless you're fucking seriously ill, then you don't need to fucking dry fast unless you're seriously fucking ill. Okay? This goes back to the same thing. Like, you need to have a purpose for why you're fasting the way you are. You need to have, you should be able to tell me, why are you doing it? What's the routine for? Because if it's a fucking stupid, like, I've had people that are basically underweight because they're fucking mentally fucked up and they're like, oh, I'll just dry fast. Like, no, don't just dry fast, you idiot. Okay? And also some other shits came up about salt and snake juice and fucking like, here's the fucking thing with salt, okay? You're fucking fat, okay? Number one, you're a fat fucking pig and you're in an unnatural state of being. Drinking fucking salt water for 7 days or 14 days or 30 days straight isn't natural either, okay? It's not. It's an aggressive way for you to beat your food addiction and heal and lose weight. Okay? Once you're fucking lean, you don't even need to drink fucking snake juice for fuck's sakes. Okay? For fat loss, okay, for fat loss, snake juice is the fastest fucking way you're gonna lose weight when you're not eating and feeling good. Simple as that. Okay? Once you're fucking lean as fuck, you won't need to drink snake juice anymore because you're gonna be eating a caloric maintenance number and you'll be able to get enough salt in on your meals. Okay? And you'll be able to get enough potassium in on your fucking meals. And if you're not, then you fucking gotta get in more snake juice still. But in a normal world where people actually do something and get off their fucking ass, you'd be doing enough activity that you'd actually be eating a meal that was of decent size. But there's women out there that they'll lose all the weight and they won't do fuck all still. And they need to eat like literally a fucking handful of food every 48 hours. So how the fuck are you supposed to get enough potassium in your diet when you're only eating a handful of fucking food every 2 days to maintain body weight? The only way you can do it is if you're drinking fucking snake juice. How else are you gonna do it? Okay? On 48s, you could fucking, now, this is the thing. There's ways now, if you're lean, you can get potassium in from cucumbers, okay? Maybe some coconut water, but that's when you're fucking lean, okay? I don't tell people to do fasts on fucking coconut water or cucumbers. I did have a routine where there's a dry fasting routine where you could fucking dry fast and then eat cucumbers and coconut water to refeed. But that still isn't optimal. Why? Because there's a bunch of fucking sugar there and it kicks you out of ketosis and you're not in pure fat burning mode and it doesn't help with your fucking food addiction, dummy. Okay? Most of you fuckers, if I told you to do fucking like 48s and 72-hour fasts and then eat your body weight in cucumbers and coconut water after you went dry for 72 hours, fuck, you fucking morons would be back on the fucking goddamn pizza wagon in 2 seconds. Okay? Drinking the salt water beats food addiction. That's why we fucking do it. Okay, you're not gonna beat the fucking problem. Eating, let's say you're dry fasting on 48s, yeah, you're gonna get some crazy weight loss results, dry fasting on 48s, and then eating a bunch of goddamn cucumbers and salt to get your potassium and sodium in. Okay? But who the fuck's gonna maintain that out of you fat fucking food addicts? Okay? I made a video about that too. That fucking it was a routine you could do. But most people can't do it. Because you'll yo-yo. You'll fuck up. The fucking easiest way for you fuckers not to fuck up is drinking the goddamn snake juice. That is why you drink the fucking snake juice. And when you're lean, you can fucking fuck around with other methods of getting in sodium and potassium without snake juice. Now it's handy if you're very active and you're sweating like a pig, you're still gonna need fucking sodium. You're still gonna need fucking sodium if you're sweating like a fucking pig. And you're not getting enough salt in your refeeds. Okay? It's fucking simple. Okay? You need to lose the weight. That means no calories. You need to beat the food addiction. That means no fucking sugar, you idiots. Okay? That means you drink fucking snake juice. Because plain water fucks you up and will give you refeed syndrome. Now you can fast on fucking piss for a while, but after a while that piss will get used up. And you'll still have to get in the salts again. Okay? And another thing too, I had another guy that I helped. And he felt like shit after like 3 days. And he was drinking some snake juice. Not enough. Because as soon as I troubleshot him and asked him how much he's actually drinking, he's getting like a liter of fucking water volume a day. That's not enough. Fuck. If you want to know exactly if you're getting enough, taste your fucking piss. If it doesn't taste salty at all, you're low. You're low on the salts. Okay? You're low on the fucking salts. See, water doesn't hydrate you. True hydration means that you have a lot of electrolytes. Water pushes electrolytes. That's what water does. It pushes electrolytes through your body. Okay? That's why we still need to drink fucking water after we've ate a bunch of food. Alright? That brings up another point. Let's talk a little bit about stomachs. So this is where people are fucked with the low-calorie craze. This is why low-calorie foods are fucking just dumb. Basically. In nature, when you were lean, we would have never have wanted to eat low-calorie foods. You got a stomach that's this big. You get to eat once in a blue moon because you gotta go kill some animal and you might have one chance to eat 2 or 3 days. So what the fuck do you want to put in that stomach? Kale? Kale or fucking goddamn meat? Okay, you get what I'm saying here? Fuck, that's why like leaves and stems, there's no fucking point. Fruit at least has calories, okay? That's why it was never natural to pound back leaves and stems unless you're making some sort of a tea for medicine from Chinese herbal remedies. Okay? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay? Anything that's calorically dense in nature is what we would have fucking gravitated to. Okay? The only reason a lot of these foods are so fucking, they're such a craze, like with fucking stupid fucking kale that fucks your thyroid and you pay $1 million for it, is because it's low cal. Fuck! Because God forbid people fucking can't stop eating. So they still gotta eat their low cal bullshit instead of just fasting. Okay? You got a fucking stomach. It's meant to be filled up to the fucking tits and then you fast. That is how we fucking evolved to fucking live. It's that simple, fuckers. It's that simple. And this brings up the other point with quick digesting foods versus slow digesting foods. Okay? Like your basically the thermogenic effect of food, like how much energy your body burns digesting food. When you eat like a pile of meat, it's gonna last. It's gonna sit in your gut and last. You don't want it just going through you. Things that go through you quick spike the fuck out of your blood sugar and insulin. Okay? That's why you want to eat fucking big blocks of fucking meat when you fucking have a big ass refeed. Because it's like you're putting a piece of birch on the fire, not just newspaper that flares up for 2 seconds and dies. Okay? That is another fucking prime example why fasting is natural, okay? So assuming you're fasting and leading that lifestyle, the only fucking way you're gonna actually be efficient is if you eat fucking meat. Okay, this is why the vegan diet's a joke. How in the fuck could a guy like me lead a fucking proper fasting routine if I have to eat like a cubic meter of fucking vegetables and fruit to get the calories in? How in the fuck am I gonna be able to fucking fast for any length of time? I can't. My eating window would be massive, which is useless as fuck for fucking your health. Because all you're doing is creating a pile of inflammation. Okay? That basically burns down all the fucking vegan bullshit right there. Okay? The fucking food sources aren't efficient. Efficient food source is gonna be meat and some fat. Now, not for you fat fucking keto pigs because you guys are fat. Okay? But I'm talking if you're a fucking Eskimo and you're ripped, okay, you're gonna eat as much of the muscle meat as you can get in, but if you run out of that, you're gonna eat the fucking fat that's there too. Okay, because it is calories and it is energy that you'll need if you're fucking a ripped ass Eskimo, not a fat fucking gross pig. Okay, and that's why the ketogenic diet's a joke. Fuck, for weight loss, for everything. Because those Eskimos would have ate, like, these fucking keto dummies that actually try to fucking make an argument that they would have just threw the meat to the dogs and just ate the fat. That is the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard in my fucking life. I challenge any fucking dummy watching this, okay, any keto dummy watching this, you go eat straight fucking animal fat for a fucking week, fuckball, okay, straight fucking animal fat. And you count those calories. So you eat 3,000 or whatever, 3,500 fucking 3,500 calories of pure fucking fat for a week, fuckhead, and you get back to me and tell me how you felt in the gym. And then the next week, eat fucking 3,000 or 3,500 calories of fucking lean fucking meat, and then tell me how you feel, and tell me which way feels better, and tell me which way you actually had some fucking performance, dummy. Fuck, man, the fat, you just feel lethargic as fucking feel like shit. Like, it's common sense. Fuck, keto people are dumb. They're almost as bad as vegans now. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, there's a bunch of people that donated me money. Snake_diet_wizard on fucking Instagram. Okay, that's where I'm coaching people right now. I'm still blocked on Facebook till like the 25th. Okay, and if your fucking posts aren't getting approved on Facebook, your fucking accountability pictures, because your pictures are shit, don't fucking cover your fucking face. I want to see your fucking eyes. Okay? I want your face to be fucking clear. Don't tuck your fat fucking gut in. Quit hiding. Okay? That's why you're a fat fucking pig. You're always hiding. Okay? You can't face the judgment. You're hiding. You're hiding. Quit being a bitch. Quit being a fucking bitch. Okay? That's what it all comes down to. You're a bitch. Pretty simple. People are fucking whining bitches. There's always something. Always some fucking bullshit. Okay? Fuck. Okay, let's see here. Here's a question. Ken S. asks, I'm a fatty, but go to the gym and tear up my body and really train. How do I figure out how many calories to eat for my pre-post workout meal? I am 5'7". Ideally, my weight is 160, but right now he's 220. That pre-workout meal should be the amount. That's why I do raw eggs and oranges and some honey. And I don't go over 100 grams of fructose. So that meal, after eating it, you should feel empty still. You should almost feel not fasted empty, but you should feel empty. You do not want to go to the fucking gym with a gut full of food. Ever. You should feel basically empty after an hour. Okay? That's simple for the pre-workout one. Then the post-workout meal, you're still trying to lose weight. So your main goal, keep the calories as low as you can while still hitting a good protein number and then fucking making up the difference with carbs. So that would be like for you, let's say you hit like a couple 100 grams of protein, whatever. Fuck, 200 grams of protein from meat. Okay, so you're going to be looking at like 800 grams of lean steak. That's going to be about 1,600 calories. And then you'd maybe eat like a cup of rice, which would be like 600 calories. That's a big fucking meal. That's a pretty good sized meal, but it's only about 2,200 calories. So on the day, you'd be looking at about 3,000. So you'd be eating about maintenance. You'd be about maintenance on the training days, and on the off days, that's where you're losing the fucking weight. You're not eating on the fucking off days. That is it. It's simple as shit. Okay? You eat around the workout and you fast on the fucking off days. And if your workout is hard, now there's one routine for some of you beginners on here that works really well. My 7-day-a-week full body routine, the intensity's not that high. Now, the thing is, it's good for fucking beginners that are trying to lose weight because that routine, if you choke it back enough, you could actually keep the intensity down low enough that you won't need to eat on that routine. And you could actually build some muscle with absolutely no food. You'll maintain anyway. Okay, I'm not gonna say you're gonna build a bunch of muscle, but you'll maintain through the weight loss. And then once you lose the weight, then you can fucking start amping up the training and really tearing the muscles down. But now that 7-day-a-week full body routine can be very advanced too. Because if you want to work on strength and you're just trying to recover and you're just trying to work the motion, that would be a 1 meal a day routine. If I was doing that routine, that'd be a 1 meal a day routine. Basically the same old story. I'd be eating basically meat and carbs. That's how I would do that routine if I was just trying to work some movements. 7-day-a-week full body. That'd be like probably all barbell stuff. Okay, that is it. One other thing too, like I say again, as soon as you're mixing fucking carbs and fat as soon as you're mixing carbs and fat, you're gonna get fat as fuck. Okay? If you're fucking having a refeed and there was carbs there and the fat is basically nothing, you're not gonna gain a pound. But you're gonna get those hunger issues fucking 24 hours down the road. That's why you fat fuckers, you stick to 0 carb, keep the protein, whatever protein would have been there in your keto refeed. Let's pretend you were doing a keto refeed, okay? Let's say you're doing a 72-hour fast and pretend you were doing a ketogenic refeed that was fucking 500 calories. Let's even say 1,000 calorie ketogenic refeed. What you just take that keto refeed, take all the fat out of it, and eat that, whatever's left, which is the meat. That's what your refeed should look like if you didn't understand what I meant before. Okay? So because that's still gonna be a keto refeed. You're just not eating the extra calories from the fat. You're not making the conscious choice to add fucking fat. Why in the fuck would you add fucking fat? If the meal's already okay, you just need the protein. Okay, you just need to get in that little bit of protein. Fuck the fat. The fat's useless. You're only having the refeed in the first place because you feel like death. So why in the fuck would you overeat and add a bunch of fat in when the only thing you really might as well try to get in is just a little bit of meat that's lean? Makes sense. Okay, ketogenic diet's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. the way they promote it, okay? With all the fat bullshit. Fat, 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 fat. Fuck fat. You fucking don't need it, okay? You don't fucking need it. Fuck, all you need is the keto diet minus the fat. And then you got a decent looking refeed. Keto diet refeed after like 72s, 96s for you fat fuckers, minus the fat. Okay, that is what you should be doing if you're fucking trying to fucking lose weight, get ripped, and then we'll fucking talk about eating carbs again and building some real fucking muscle. Okay? And you fat fucking parents, quit being fucking pussies. I want to see some fucking goddamn my 7-day pictures. Make sure you're sending me the 7-day pictures. Anybody that's in the contest. As it stands, $2,500 for first, $1,500 for second, $1,000 for third. Don't be a fucking bitch. Fucking be a parent and tell your kid what you want them to do. Don't be fucking buddies with your fucking kid. Be a parent, you fucking pussy. So anybody that if I missed your question, I apologize. Message me on Instagram. Fucking subscribe to this fucking YouTube channel. Okay, click that little bell so you get the notification. Add yourself to the Snake Diet Motivation Group. Add yourself to the Snake Diet Facebook page that has all the transformations. Same with my Instagram. And fucking go comment on them. Okay? Until next time, everyone have a great night.